Hey beautiful people, I've been rocking these boho braids for about 2 weeks now, and I'm thinking about pushing it to 3 weeks. So it was only right for me to show you how I like to style them. So of course I'm going to show you how I refresh them, just simply taking some water and a liquid leave-in. And I'm also going to touch up my edges. Now with this hairstyle, every few days you are going to have to touch your edges up, and you'll see why, especially with resetting it with water. So in this case, I've already refreshed the braids itself. You do kind of see a few frizzies, like I said, because this is about 2 weeks worth of wear in. And personally, I kind of like when they look a little worn. But some of the curls are still pretty much defined. You will, like I said, get a few frizzies, but I don't really care to keep them too defined. And you'll see why as you do certain styles. It just looks a lot cuter when they are a little bit more fluffed out. But since my hair is looking pretty good, I'm going to go in and show you exactly how I prep for each individual style. Now this is why I like to have some leave-in conditioner on hand, just to kind of refresh and lock in some of that moisture. And especially on the top part where it's a little frizzy. And of course with the first style, very simple, just a simple middle part all down. This is from all angles, the side profile, back profile, very cute. I like how the shortage, or not shortage, but the shrinkage still looks really cute. Kind of gives me this long bob. So from that middle part, we're going to go into a deep side part with the braids. Of course, just simply flipping over a few braids. And this is why I always say water is your best friend with this hairstyle, because simply spraying water on the roots and down the hair shaft and a little bit down where the curls are kind of helps lay and mold the braids in that direction. So you'll get a smoother, more polished style with it. Especially, like I said, if you had it in a bun or a ponytail, it may leave a dent or be shaped a certain way. So water just helps it mold the way that you want it to lay down. So for style 3, this is where it starts to get really fun. So I'm going to take the 2 front braids and leave those out. And I'm going to take the remaining of the braids. Now because you can't brush or flatten any of them out, you just want to make sure you have every braid gathered and kind of just stretched out to where you want it to lay. And I'm just going to do a simple ponytail with 2 pieces hanging out in the front. Now for style 4, we're just going to leave those same 2 pieces out. We're going to take that ponytail and make it into a bun. Now this is not one of those donut type buns. It's kind of one of those loose buns where you just kind of leave a few curly pieces out. You can still spice this up as well by leaving 2 additional pieces out on your sideburns or in the back. But this is very simple if you want to keep your hair somewhat out of your face and just leave 2 curly pieces in the front. Now style 5 is one of my favorite styles to do because I just think it looks so cute. So I'm basically leaving those 2 front pieces out and also one of the sideburn braids out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of it's kind of like a half up, half down space buns. And again, these are loose buns, but some of the curly pieces are basically left out. So I'm not rounding it out like a donut. It's kind of like one of those half buns. And yeah, this style is just very fun. Very funky, very cute, and this is one of the styles I probably did the most with these braids. You're gonna see me take some water to kind of relax those sideburn pieces down, and this is what I mean by water is your best friend, because with me putting it in those other 3 styles, kind of pulled it back a little bit. So this will just kind of relax it back down, and I do this every time whenever I try to restyle the braids a certain way, because it just takes hours for it to lay down on its own, but that water will get it done immediately. For style number 6, I'm simply just going to take these space buns down and I'm going to do 2 simple ponytails. But with these 2 ponytails, I just find that the more pieces you leave out, it makes it more interesting looking. And the less you leave out, I don't know, it makes it look a little bit more childish. So in this case, I left the 2 pieces out in the front too. And then I decided to leave a piece out in the back. Now this looks cute, but I am going to end up taking some pieces out on the sideburns as well. And you'll see it just makes it look more fun. It just makes it look cuter in my opinion. but you know, to each his own. It's really easy to just, you know, mix and match these styles up, especially even with the buns I'm going to do next. You'll see that you can leave some of these pieces out as well. And again, also same concept for the back. You can definitely add water to keep that pushed down as well. Style number 7 is also one of my favorite styles. So I'm just going to take these 2 ponytails down and make a low space bun look. And again, I did leave some curly pieces out as well. Style number 8 is fun as well. So I'm just going to take some of these braids and put a top knot bun on my head. Now this isn't going to be one of those really tight buns, and honestly, like, depending on your head shape, I know with me, like, normally I don't even really do top knot buns because I feel like I have an egg head. But this actually ended up turning out really cute, and I think it's because I was able to have some of those accent pieces out. So leaving some braids out definitely helps with this look. So I'm just going to take the hair on the top of my head, and this is going to be another one of those like relaxed type buns that I tried to make somewhat neat, but also leave a few pieces hanging out to add like a more distressed look. And that's honestly why I love these boho braids, because you can really just leave a few curly pieces out and it just looks so cute. Now going back to wearing your hair down, this will be a swoop bang style. So I'm just kind of taking a few braids and swooping it to the side, kind of like a deep side part. And you're definitely going to want some water to spray this down and mold it this way. But you're going to want a elastic band, like a rubber band, and you're going to take a few of those pieces in the back, and we're basically going to tie the braids in the back to the swoop of braids in the front. And this is kind of like working as an anchor to keep it down and on the side of your face. You could use bobby pins, but I feel like using a rubber band makes it a little bit more secure, or like easier to hold in place. And once you do that, you just kind of, you know, situate the braids how you want it to be, and now you have a swoop bang. And for the last hairstyle, I'm going to keep that side swoop bang in. I'm just going to pull one of the sideburn braids out on the swoop side and the other side. And I'm just going to gather the braids together and make a ponytail. I did leave some back pieces out too. But again, even with this style or other ponytail style, they don't have to be just middle ponytails. They can certainly be side ponytails as well. So that's what I love about these boho braids. They're very versatile. There's plenty of other styles you could do, but these are just some of my favorite ones. So I've just really enjoyed rocking these braids because it is just so low maintenance, honestly. Like, it doesn't take too much to refresh them, style them. It is just so much fun not having to really do your hair that much. So let me know what your favorite hairstyle was in the comment sections down below. Like this video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.